Hey, what is up, my ASMR and fragrance family? So what I have today is a viewer mail unboxing. So one of the viewers, Aaron, sent this to me. Aaron, I really appreciate it. Yeah, me and Aaron were talking in Messenger, and I think he asked me how I've been doing or whatever, something, and I, told him why I haven't really been making videos and all that. And like, one of the problems was I was having problems out of my chargers. They weren't charging my damn phones, and my phones were dying real fast and everything like that. So I've just been having trouble, and I've been trying to set up more with the headlights. So just having it between the phones and setting up and all this and all that, it just hasn't things haven't really been working out. But yeah, I was telling my chargers were going bad and all that, and he ended up, like, Aaron's already got my address because Aaron won the first giveaway I did. Aaron won it, and then he sent me stuff and everything like that. So, but yeah, so he asked me what my address was. I think I gave him my address again, and I thought Aaron was just going to send me a couple, like one or two of his chargers that he already had, just like some old chargers sitting around. Nope, he ended up buying some brand new ones on Amazon. So, man, I appreciate the hell out of it, Aaron. I really do. I mean, I'd appreciate it if you would have just sent me, a cord or two like I thought you were going to. But yeah, so we're gonna unbox this and check out the chargers and everything. But I'm trying to keep it quiet. It's hard to cut and tear and keep things quiet. I'm probably gonna have to go in and cut the volume down on it in editing. My scissors suck. So, okay. So here's the cord. Here's a cord. Damn, Aaron. Shit, man. Dude, yeah, you didn't have to do all that, dog. I mean, I appreciate it. But hell, that'll definitely help out with all the different USBs and all that. Yeah, because I'm not sure if it's like my cords that are going bad. Well, I know one or two of my cords is going bad. Like one of my red ones, it's like the wire is showing. So, but like my long cords that are pretty much like what I got plugged in here, I don't know if the cord's bad or if it's the box. Or I don't even know. It could be my damn phones, because the phone that I use for my business, which is the old phone that it was my second phone, I think, after I started this channel. That one's got it, like, that one's what, 3.5 years old, I think, something like that, close to 4. And then this phone that I'm recording on now already has a couple years on it. Maybe more than a couple years. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so first we're going to get this cord out. Yeah, so either way, my phones are getting age on them and everything too. I don't think my other phone, the one I use for my headlight business, I had that. A few months ago, I had the USB port changed out in it because it got to where it just was not working, so I had a new USB port put in it. Oh, there's 2 cables in here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. So I think it's more my cords. And then this one had a problem with it because, wasn't it? I don't know if I said it. I don't know if I told y'all. But I think whenever it snowed, I dropped this thing in the snow, and it wasn't working. It was like having trouble after that charging and shit. I don't know if it was because of snow or if it was dirt. I don't remember. I remember dropping it and I remember having trouble, but yeah, so. And I use the hell out of my phones though too. Like I've said before, I really think that they need to make a content creators package phone. Now I know some phones have them that are close, but like, you know, the rear facing camera or the forward facing camera, whichever camera it is on the back of the phone that's facing, you know, I guess that's the front, but you know, your face facing camera should always has the camera in it with less quality. You know, that it doesn't have as many megapixels and all this and that, or at least not any phones that I've found. So the camera on the content creators package phone, like if I had a company, that's what I would come up with. The camera right here would be the camera on the same side with the screen, the selfie camera. The selfie camera would be either just as good. It would be the good camera. It would be the better camera. That way you could see what the content creator can still see what they're doing while using the really good camera. So, because like right now I got good quality, but the quality is not as good as the camera on the other side. So that's what it needs. It needs that, and it needs three USB cables, because a lot of mics, you know, are USB. So even the cordless lavalier mics, they're USB. You plug them into there. So, and now a lot of headphones, they're not regular headphone jacks. They're USB. You know, you plug it in through the USB, or it's Bluetooth. But like what I would do is I would have that banging ass camera on there. I would have it a little bigger than like my phone now, and then I would have 3 USBs, 1 USB for charging. Like if you need to charge while you're recording, you got 1 USB, and then the second USB would be for the microphone. And then, you know, some people use headphones, some people don't. Like I don't use headphones, but if I did, then I would need a third, unless I had Bluetooth headphones, but then I would need a third USB port. So bam, you could have it charging, you could be recording, and you could use the headphones all at the same time if you had to record, you know, if you had a content creator package on a phone. And then on top of it, you know, because that's like, I tried to use, like, but I've noticed, and it's probably depends on the phone, but there was one where it might depend on these things, because whenever I first started using the Blue Yeti mics, what I tried to do, I tried to Bluetooth some Skull Candy some Skull Candy, what's it called? Earbuds, and I could not get it to work while the mic was plugged up, and I was trying to Bluetooth those. I couldn't get it all to work. So yeah, but yeah, definitely need a content creator package on phones. So here's one cord, and they are Type C. They are Type C. Okay, and there's another one. We'll see if this one's Type C. I'm pretty sure it is, because aren't even iPhones Type C now? I'm pretty sure everything is Type C, right? I might be wrong, because I don't mess with iPhone like that. Like, I've had an iPhone, I've had Mac products before, and I don't find that big of a deal in them, you know? Like, I really don't. I find them overrated. Like, fuck it, give me an iPhone, or give me an Android, either one. I'm more used to Android now that I've been using Android for so long. But, you know, stuff with Android don't impress me really, and stuff with iPhone doesn't impress me either. You know, it's like it's a fucking phone. Give me a little bit of give me the functionality that I need, and that's it. And, you know, some of the functions on a lot of these phones aren't the way I'd like them to be, so fuck them. You know, they're no big deal to me. But yeah, so there is another Type-C cord, and we're going to take a look at this box here, and I appreciate the hell out of it, man. Really do, dude, really do. I'm trying to get it out of there. I suppose what I should have done was open that, you know, like the way when I'm pulling out the shoe boxes and pulling shoe boxes out. Because this is heavy duty shit, damn, Aaron. So you didn't just send me like junk, dude, like this is... You know, most time when I get boxes and stuff that have all that, they're pretty light. This is a pretty solid weight, man. I don't know if you have one of these yourself. That's a pretty solid weight. Seems like it's made pretty good. Yeah, so I was gonna say something else and I can't think about what else I was gonna say, but okay, yeah, damn, that's pretty long. Damn, that's got a pretty long cord on it. How many does it say? What cord? 6.6 foot, so 6.5 foot power cord. Hell yeah. So that's pretty good, because the way I do things, and the way my living room is set up, because that's where my chargers are at, and the way my living room is set up, I kind of need the chargers or the cord to be like that. So that's good. Aaron, man, I appreciate the hell out of it, dog. For real, dude, for real. Yeah. Oh, check this. So I got a couple commercials that I want to make for my headlight business. Now I gotta get the money for one of them. I gotta get the money. Well, I gotta get the money for one, because one, I want a deer costume, because I want the commercial to start out like a deer in the headlights, but like I'm talking and everything, and the headlights are really dim, and then I like jump out in front of the car. I might get flashbacks from getting hit by a car, but yeah, jump out in front of a car. But what I'll be saying is, like, you know why I jump out in front of you? It's because I didn't see you coming, because your lights are so dim. You have so much oxidation on them, or some shit like that, you know. I'm not saying this is gonna be the exact, but kind of, you know, pretty much an idea. And then it's gonna show, or it might be something like the deer jumps out and then it's like he got hit and everything, and then I come on there, and then I'm like, and then I say, you know why the deer jumps out in front of you? Because they can't see your foggy ass headlights, and then have a set of headlights that are foggy as hell, as light, having trouble shining through it, you know, and all that. Then I got another idea for a commercial, which some people aren't gonna like it, but I'm a shock value type person, and I know shock value catches people. So another commercial I'd like to do is to be sitting, you know, I'm sitting here like getting ready to bandage up the hole in my foot, which is trying to get worse. Like I said, that if I couldn't get it to close, or the doctors couldn't get it to close, which the doctors pretty much, they're done. All they want to do is debride it every like week or two, and that's it. But yeah, so I've had my mind made up for a while now, pretty much, where I've decided that if I don't get this thing to close up by the time I'm 45, I'm gonna let them take my foot and today's what, the 15th, 14th, 15th, something like that. It's Monday. My birthday is like 9 or 10 days away, because it's the 24th of June. So my birthday is next week. I'll be 44. So I'm 1 year away from, them possibly taking my foot, because I don't want to get older. It's like they said, if they take it now, I'm still at a good age where I'll heal good and everything. And I mean, there's the possibility that it won't heal. So there is that. And that's one reason why I haven't done it, is because I've been afraid to do it, because they said that one of the main reasons why my foot doesn't heal is, or at least this was what they used to say, it wasn't just the osteomyelitis, but it was that I used to have, it was also that the nerve damage. Well, I have nerve damage all up and down my right leg. So, yeah, it kind of worries me that if they were to chop off, because they want to do a below the knee amputation, so it kind of worries me if they were to chop off my leg up to below the knee, and then that doesn't heal, I'm screwed, because of the Chiari, when I walk on crutches, because of my syrinx being back here, and then my cerebellum being herniated. When I'm on crutches and doing that, it starts setting off all my symptoms. My heart starts skipping beats and everything, and all that shit. And I kind of wonder, like when I was working, where I was working at before, when I had to quit, I kind of wonder if that was one of the things that was making me worse, because I was doing this so much all night. I was just repetitive, So I kind of wonder if that's part of what it is. I'm not saying that's the full reason, but I do, and I'm not even saying it's 100% the reason, but I do kind of feel like it's part of the reason why I was getting so bad. But because that's just like when I'm wet sanding a headlight. If I'm doing too much wet sanding, I'll notice I'll start feeling funny. So, and I gotta kind of pull back for a minute. But yeah, so where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so it kind of makes me wonder, how I'm gonna be screwed, because then I can't use crutches, because if I use crutches, it sets all this shit off. So, and yeah, it's one of those things, man, where it just sucks. I gotta figure shit out. But anyway, what I'm wanting to do with the commercial is to be sitting there, and be like, you can see this hole in my foot, but what you can't see is good at night because your headlights are too foggy, and then boom, it cuts to a picture of me pointing at the headlight or some shit like that, I got the concepts, but I gotta finish figuring it all up and everything, and actually get a couple cars to do the commercials with, and get the money to get a deer outfit, a deer costume. I found one on one website for like $50, but man, the rest of the deer costumes are like fucking $250. I think maybe a couple of them are like $150, but yeah, I was scrolling through earlier today looking at them, I'm like, holy shit, I never thought, because it seemed like on average they were like $250. I didn't think a deer costume on average would be $250, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, I would like to do a couple commercials like that. But yeah, the shock factor of that, I think would get people. Be like, damn, but I need to do something. I need to find something new because the Manuka honey is not working on it anymore. It's not working on it anymore. And the silver stuff that I got is not working on it. So I'm gonna, like certain teas, since it's like a or at least it was the last time I had it checked, it was a fungal thing. It was a fungal infection. And the skin on that side still looks the same, so I'm pretty sure it's still the same fungal infection. Like I don't know if I ever I told y'all, it's been a long time, but I told y'all they thought it was cancer. They thought it was skin cancer. because they said wounds that people, you know, if somebody's had a wound for like years and years and years, like I've had, a lot of times it turns into skin cancer. So that's what they thought it was at first. Luckily, it's a fungus. But the shit they gave me for it, like, was setting off my damaged nerves. It was setting off the nerve pains, and that shit was hurting so bad. So bad. So I had to quit. And it was working, but I had to quit it. That's what sucks. That's what sucks with a lot of medicines. They'll, you know, I'll find shit that works, but it also wreaks havoc on me too. So, but, you know, oh well. But anyway, yeah, this is a pretty slick box. Feels like it's great made. Aaron, do you have one of these? But because if you don't, it's pretty solid. And for the sake of the video, there's this stuff. There's a store called Ollie's, and they end up with all kinds of car stuff and everything. Some of the stuff they'll have in there is really good. So this is a salt eliminator. Removes salt deposits. It's pretty much marine use, but you can use it on cars and everything like that. But what I want to see, I want to try it on some headlights, like spray it on the headlights before I actually do them, and see, you know, if it does anything. I just want to see. So, but yeah, so there's that. And then I bought a thing of socks for $7.99. 6 pairs for $7.99. And they're Dickies socks. I like Dickies socks. They feel pretty. Dickies socks are pretty comfortable too. Oh shit. But yeah, y'all. So I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna get all this stuff up and everything, and get y'all this video for today. And next video is gonna be colognes I've been wearing, and then the video after that is going to be my dyeing my hair, and then next week's video, oh, and I have the memberships videos coming up too. I don't know what exactly I'm gonna do for those, but and then I want to get some videos done for the Let's Talk channel, the Let's Talk ASMR channel. So yeah, there's all that. Oh, and I'm going to try to get the video out this week, because I'm gonna try to get stuff up on Poshmark and everything. Like, remember all those Ocha fragrances that I bought? They were all on clearance. I've never worn them. So I've just decided, well, I think I wore 1 or 2 once. But yeah, I just decided, screw it. Because what I want to do with the collection is turn it into where I'm selling samples out of it. Yeah, because, you know, like I've said, but yeah, I want to do that, and I figure I'll just get rid of a lot of the cologne, because I'm not going to sell samples of those Ocha clearance colognes, because you might not ever they might not ever have them again, you know, so there's no point. You end up getting a sample and end up wanting, you know, I sell a sample set, you get a couple of them in that set, and you end up wanting, you know, that shit, and then you can't find it. It's just gonna aggravate the piss out of you. I know it would me. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Have a good one, and peace.